Hey, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to another art tutorial video. For this next video, we're gonna be going over the female torso. That's like the chest, like the rib cage down to the hips. How to draw them from memory, and I'm gonna be giving you guys like the most basic way to do it. There are more advanced options out there, but for everyone to consume, it's gonna be like a all levels kind of video. So with that being said, no more yapping. You can guys, of course, like, comment, subscribe for more videos, and let's get started. All right. Oh, the first thing that you have to understand is that the torso is basically an oval shape like this. Okay. Uh, I don't want to say it's a complete oval. It's more like a slightly stretched out circular shape. An oval looks more like this, okay? And this works too, but I like to use a little bit more squashed version of this, and I'll show you guys why in a second, okay? The neck is pretty much gonna sit right around this area. So I'm gonna draw like a tube shape up here, and then I'm gonna draw some lines that kind of swoop down over here. This is gonna be our neck and collarbone area. You can draw like a little diamond right here, and this is where the clavicle is gonna be, okay? And you're gonna see the collarbones kind of connect back to the shoulders, okay? So we're at this stage right around here, and now what I do is I draw just these two half circular shapes to create the shoulders. All right, go ahead and merge those in with the actual rib cage, and we're pretty much left with this. We got the neck, the shoulders, and the chest area. Okay, since we're doing a female character, I like to make sure that these lines swoop. If it was a male character who was more muscular, I would probably go in a more arching shape like that. Okay, because men usually have more of an arch in their I think the trap muscles. Yeah. Okay, and that's pretty much going to be the differences between the male and the female. I'll be going over the male soon as well. Okay, and that's pretty much going to be the first part. The second part is we're going to add the number 8 right kind of halfway between this one and this one. I got to draw two circles like that. They overlap each other. Okay, you can see the overlap. Half the circle is pretty much going to be in here, and the other circle is going to be inside that one until you get an overlap like this. Okay, if I actually erase the inside areas just like this, it looks at the number 8. Okay, if we draw the number 8, boom, that's pretty much how it looks. Of course, it's more 3D, and it looks like this. Okay, so yeah. All right, boom, and that's gonna be our first part, pretty much all done. Okay, so now we have the ribs and we have the stomach area. Okay, ribs, stomach. Our last area is gonna be the hips. So the reason why we added 2 circles is because this area is going to include the hips. Okay, all right, so I'm going to pretty much come out on either side like this, and then make a diamond shape right there. Okay, boom. And now we have the ribs, stomach, and hips. They all interlock, kind of like a chain. Okay, and that's gonna be that first part all done. You can go ahead and start adding in the other areas, but remember, there's gonna also be a center line. This center line is going to be what makes everything symmetrical. I call the symmetry line because whatever's on this side should look like what's on that side. It's pretty much symmetry. All right, even though humans technically we're not completely symmetrical, it's best to have a line there just so you can have at least a body that's even a little bit on both sides. All right, the belly button is actually going to sit within the secondary circle we made, not right here. This would be a little bit too high. It doesn't look bad there, but I tend to make it, this right here is like the point. Okay, this is the point. So the belly button can sit around right here or lower. Don't go any higher because it will look kind of strange. So you can either have the belly button sit right around here or a little bit lower. I tend to make mine a little bit lower just because it looks right to me. But you can also go right there if you want to. Just draw a little point right there and you're done. That's the belly button. Okay, the arms are going to be going right here. Since we're only focusing on the torso right now, I'm not going to get into the arms really, but I'm going to add them so you can at least have a visual. Okay, I'll be making separate videos for each limb, like the legs, the arms, fingers, all that stuff. Okay, so that way we can all connect them together. But that's pretty much going to be that. We have the female torso done. I'll do half the thigh just so we can see it, but that's going to be it. These parts of the body are going to be their own video because we're only focusing on this. Okay, and then boom, that's pretty much going to be that. You have the torso just like so. And the cool part is, well, I'm going to do some videos on different body types as well, but this 8 is not always an 8. They can be different things too. Okay, draw the shoulders in just like so, and we're pretty much done with our torso area. Okay, now that we have this, we're going to start drawing them in different poses. So now let's do the side view. Okay, when we're drawing the side view, you draw the same kind of oval shape, but make sure it's more tilted in one direction. You want to draw the tilted rib cage because whichever way the body is facing, the ribs are going to tilt slightly in the opposite direction. Okay, so they're going to be looking to our right, my right. Okay, so we're going to be drawing the neck going in that direction. Okay, draw a little box for the clavicle or the collarbone, and we can draw a little triangle right here, a circle, and then we can drop the arm like this and like that. Okay, nearly done. Now we're gonna draw the same number 8 we did. Okay, draw the first circle, it overlaps, and then draw the second circle like this. Okay, no matter what position the body's in, it's still gonna have that number 8 shape. So now you can follow the lines just like this to make the contour of the stomach, and then we're gonna draw in the hips, which is gonna be, you can draw a larger circle, you can draw like a large ball that kind of goes offset just like this, and then connect it together to make the side of the body. Okay, that's going to be the side view. And as you can see, we're only using just a few circles and oval shapes. It's pretty cool. And we're going to connect them just like that. All right, rib cage, boom, boom, boom. You can of course erase all this excess lines because we no longer need it anymore. But they're there, they're there to guide you. Okay, just like that. Okay, so now we have the side view with the front and the side. And now what about the 3/4 view, like a slightly turned view? Well, it's simple. Start off with the same oval shape. Okay, this will be perfect. And this time we can draw like a little guideline that kind of like goes in one direction. We still draw our number 8 shape in there. And this time we're gonna have a full circle on this side and a half circle on that side. You can see the perspective. Okay, it makes it seem like the ribs are turning away from us. Okay, we can start drawing a tube shape. That's why you should understand how to draw these tubes in 3 dimensions. Learn how to draw these in different directions because that's how you can draw different angles. Okay, you got the shoulders coming down. All right, the clavicle is going to come right here. Boom. The arms in this direction. We'll have this one behind there when we see it that much. And then we can start adding in our stomach area and still draw in the hips, which is going to be a larger oval shape that we can kind of see from this angle. All right. By the way, whichever direction this line's in, if it's going this way and everything's tilted that way, it's going to be the opposite direction. If you want to draw the opposite way, just change the line direction. Okay. And now you can see, I'm going to draw a little dent right there for the belly button because you're going to see it from this angle. and you're pretty much done with that. Okay, and that's pretty much how it works. That is the basic gist when it comes to drawing the female torso. Okay, and these overlapping circles and shapes are just a way for your brain to understand the anatomy in a very simple manner, because anatomy is complicated. Like look at how anatomy actually looks. All that is very daunting, especially when you're trying to learn how to draw. But if you break it down into very basic areas and shapes, it's no longer as scary as it would be if we didn't have them, you know? So now we have these 3 most common angles to draw from. You can take this and use it for references and all of that stuff and study how it works if you need to. But that's pretty much going to be that. And as you can see, it didn't take us that long to get any of these angles. All we did was use a few shapes, change them a little bit, change the position of them, angle them slightly, and then we have all these different positions. Okay, so now you know how to draw the female torso from the front, side, and 3/4 view. And that's pretty much going to be how that works. Okay, basically we're taking an oval, we're taking another circle that overlaps that, and then a larger kind of lemon shaped circle, and that's going to be our main base. Some more half circles on the side, and then some tubes for the limbs and all that stuff. It's like we're building a little action figure mannequin doll or whatever. Okay, and these parts all connect together to create the anatomy. Okay, and that's pretty much the whole like process. Okay, like I said, if you guys want more advanced tutorials and more in-depth videos, check me out on Patreon, where we teach that all the time and more. And feel free to request any more tutorials in the comment section. I'm down for anything, so if you guys need to learn how to draw something, I'm your boy. With that being said, y'all, thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.